The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler, and not much to speak of. Call it a one-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Well, going over some notes in the pregame and looking at Phillip Rivers' record against Oakland, 18-8 all-time against them. And those 18 wins, more than he's had against any other team. And unless these two squads, unlikely, but unless they would meet up in the playoffs, this is the last time that Phillip Rivers will face the Oakland Raiders. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Green 90, 190. Come on, the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Load it. Load it. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Hey, Delta. 5.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
First down, Rivers. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Past the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Load it. 57 in your face.
Now Rivers. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a play fake. Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
General West.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On play action, now Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22. On first down, Carr. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 180. Later one. Express. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Carr now on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Guys, it's game 6-18. No, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
7-34. Kill.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
49 to Mike. 49 694. Mike's 49.
Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Check. Fresno.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, team.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
93. 57 to Mike. Hey. Put that down. Check 43. Back. Begin.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
On 3rd down, Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Benson Mayowa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is Harris. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Down. 180. Express. I don't think you got it, son. 52.
Carr now on 1st down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Carr to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Rocket.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Not today. 7:34. No, check that.
Express. Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Express. You're mine.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
57's Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the pass.
Now Carr. Man open left side, it's Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, high 7.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You can't block me.
On play action, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 23 yards the pickup there. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker, too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. To throw is Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Alpha.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Go. Go. 57. Mike, 57.
And the blitz does come. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Devontae Freeman, 99 yards, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running on first down, Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. From the 35 on 2nd down, Rivers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57 is the mic. Watch 57. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Bravo.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go.
Throwing again. Rivers caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Rivers to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you. 55 is my guy, 55. Watch,
Hey, echo.
Mike, 55. Mike.
Plus the right.
I got him. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
12.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Here's Rivers.
55.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The intended receiver there, Allen.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check this.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 36, Rivers looking for Inman deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
49. Express. 49. Man, I got you. 49.
Card out a throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rivers now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, 734. Go Chiefs. Express.
On 2nd and 7, Carr finding Harris over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Express.
Take it back. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Hey, wahoo.
From midfield, here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
To throw, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 35 yards that time on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after...
And the Raiders have got him. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One last shot now for Rivers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own